Our group is called Tech Care. We have developed a system within the domain of medical care, focusing specifically on aged care facilities. Our product will be useful for nurses and doctors to maintain patient information, update patient information, set tasks for nurses throughout the day, and allow doctors to change medication needs, that sort of thing. So the target market will be definitely within the aged care sector, and the potential users will be majorly nurses, with doctors being able to potentially access some of the parts of the system, but mainly for the use of updating medication needs and patient information and potential medical information that will be crucial for nurses to access. The devices that this system will be running on is mainly through the use of iPads, which the nurses will be carrying around with them through the majority of their workday. The system can also be accessed through computers, which will be the main use for doctors and admin. So a nurse comes in and uses the system to log in and check on the patient that she's going to go in. First of all, she will enter her username, password, whatever. And because it is majorly going to be used by one person, because it'll be an iPad per person, they can keep themselves logged in. So say they log in, they'll go to their dashboard. So their current task will be highlighted here. It'll be a very small line of text because most tasks won't require that much. Any messages that they've been sent by other nurses, doctors, admin will be displayed here, the latest one usually. Time will be displayed up here. And say the nurse wants to check what tasks they have for the day. So they'll go to their task list, and it will have outlined their tasks, what room it's in, the time at which the task must be completed. It will also have ticks there for the nurses to show that they have completed this task. Now say they're here and they want to add a new task, or they've been told to add a new task. They can click up here, they can include a task title, role, and they can put all the information. And then once they do that, they click done, and it will add a task. It'll add a task here for them. So say you want to go back to the dashboard from the task list, all you have to do is click off of the task list. So this is a very, very useful design for nurses because it's very simplistic insofar as that they will be able to look at their message. They can easily access the task list, easily go back to anything else. And in the case of them looking for patient information, it's as easy as clicking here. Then they'll have different categories. So say, for example, aged categories are potential like mental problems that they can have in categories so as to know which people require different sorts of attention. They can search for patients in case they've been specifically assigned a task for a certain patient. And once they have this information, they'll have all the names and a picture here, what room they are located in. If they click on that patient, it'll bring them to a more in-depth look at their current information. So you can also have a look at more in-depth, like physical health, mental health, that sort of thing. But it'll have all the information lined out here. And if they want to go back, it's as simple as clicking the back button. Oh, goodness. After that, say they want to check their mail, because we have a mail system within this system. They can go here. And it's as simple as looking through different categories. They can look at all the subjects, and once they find which email they're looking for, if they want to open unread ones, all they have to do is click on it. It'll have who it's from, the date, and the actual message within. Then they can reply to it, as simple as clicking reply. And once they do that, they can just type in their own message to whoever sent it back. It's like a reply, it's a regular email. And then after that, all you have to do is click off wherever is highlighted to go back to the dashboard, and it will display your current task. It'll be updated with if you've added new tasks or anything like that. Say a doctor wants to come in, right? So the doctor's at their login page, they've logged in, they're at their dashboard. It'll be different for doctors. They won't have a current task. They will just have messages that they have received, any important updates they need to know about. Say a doctor wants to come in and they want to go to patient information and they want to change what medication the person's receiving. They'll go to category, they'll change it to medication, then they'll click on the person, and doctors will be the only ones able to edit this. They'll be able to change medication. They'll be able to type in whether the patient needs any new form of medication, whether they need to update what medication they have, whether they need new special treatment for a new mental illness that they might have. It'll all be listed here. They'll all be able to edit it, and once that's done, it'll be automatically updated for all nurses to be able to instantly see any new form of treatment or medication that their patients will require. So, say a nurse wants to send an email to someone. It's as easy as clicking on mail, clicking on the plus button, typing in the recipient, the subject, their message, and clicking done. It's as simple as that. Another thing to show is when you click on the tasks, it'll outline everything that is needed. It'll have the description of the task, the location, what medication the person might need. It'll also show the prescription that the doctor will have assigned using the exact same system. And it's as easy as that. It'll do that for any task that you want to click on. The reason we made the UI like this, with the menu along the bottom, with the options along the bottom, is so that when using an iPad, when they tilt it to their side to get the bigger screen, it will still allow for the three buttons to be along the bottom, and it'll be easily outlined, and it'll scale to size of the screen, leaving the information in the top half of the screen still the same relative scale to the buttons along the bottom. The reason we've allowed this UI to be so simplistic is for those doctors and nurses that may not be as technologically conscious as others. Someone could pick up this and see that you can click on task list, you can click on task list, you can click on patient information and mail. Anyone can pick that up and see that you can do that. It's very helpful for people who may not be as understanding of technology as others. So I have a scenario here. Nurse starts their day. They'll open the dashboard and they'll log in and see the dashboard. They will have their current message or latest message, their current task, the time. They will check their task list to wonder what their day is going to be and organize their day. They will go through and do the tasks and tick them off once they're done, so they can go in and look. The system will remind them whenever there's a new task that they have to do. They will go through the patient information for the person of the task that they're doing. They can easily just click on, go look, read the patient information, go back, double check what the task is. They can add an additional task in the task list. They can click plus and add an additional task. Add the task title, the role, the information. Click done. They will go back into the patient information and look what medication the task may require. They will then go back, and if there's any additional tasks they need to add, they'll go to the task list, go plus, add any additional tasks. They'll go back to their dashboard. They'll see any latest message. Then they can just go into their mail, add plus, type in the recipient, type in whoever sent them the message, type in the subject of their response, and type in their reply. And it's as simple as that.